Being on the road the last 8 years, we thought we've seen it all. But yesterday when we were taking a walk around the campground, we came around the corner and found this. This is a fifth wheel, you guys. It's awesome. And because we're at a campground, it's totally cool for us to go up, knock on the door, meet the owners, and ask them some questions. That's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm really excited for you to get to spend some more time with Julia and Robert. I got to meet them yesterday, and not only are they the nicest people, right, that you've ever met, which is really common here in the parks, but they have put together the coolest fifth wheel design. So we're gonna go take a tour. They're gonna share a little bit of their story with us. I know you're gonna love it.
Can't wait. Hi, buddy. Hey, great to see you.
So we have so many questions.
Yes.
So let's start at the beginning. How did you come up with this amazing fifth wheel design?
We had an over 5,000 square foot home. And with all of the kids out of the house, we were like, we looked at each other and we were like, what are we doing?
You're a prisoner.
Right.
And so we started talking about traveling to find a place to live.
So you built this home to be comfortable as you sought out the next place.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
We had never RV'd before, so I'd been a sailor, so I knew small spaces, but not having RV'd, we didn't know what we're not supposed to do. So we then sat down, designed, and went to some architects to making sure that we were
Legit and everything.
not going crazy.
Right, at least you're on the right path.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So now you're wearing t-shirts that say Barclay, or not t-shirts, but shirts that say Barclay. And so you're a homeowner, you're a full-time traveler, but now you have a business. So tell us how that came to be.
You know, we knew we were unique. We didn't realize how unique.
Yeah.
Right.
And people started coming to us and said, would you build us? Would you build us one? And we were like,
No.
we're going to travel. We're
Yeah.
good. We're good. And then when we started to realize that what we had put together and how different it was, not only from a look and feel, but honestly from just the quality of construction, it became clear to us that this is probably an opportunity.
Total sidebar, where they're going to build it is where we're from.
I know, which is
that's
so
the
cool.
coolest,
Oh,
like
that
this
is-
small,
that's right.
small world of
Like,
the world.
we were born, raised, the kids were born
Oh,
in that
how
county, in that
funny.
state, and so so we can be number one in your fan club.
That's awesome.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And we're going to take a tour. So if that's all right with you.
Yes,
Yeah,
please come
please.
on
Yeah.
in.
Okay. We're going to answer our 5 questions as we tour the Barclay fifth wheel. So number 1, how do you move it? This particular version of the Barclay fifth wheel is really heavy. And so Robert and Julia have a heavy duty truck. They are going to build some smaller models that are lighter where you could just pull with a dually, something of that nature. But for them, they choose a heavy duty truck. The hitch is back here. It's super easy. It's right at the end to make the connection. And then between the truck and the fifth wheel, they have a smart car. So it's super easy for them to zip around town, run a quick errand. Question 2, where do you relax? There's a beautiful deck here for when the weather is nice. So you can hang out right here and never miss a beat with the beautiful sun and the beautiful weather. There's also a great awning overhead that gives you plenty of coverage from the sun and the elements. There's some other places to relax, but as we go through, those will become pretty obvious. Number 3, where do you store stuff? There was some hidden storage actually in the back of the truck, and then of course there are compartments underneath. Inside, Robert and Julia have a beautiful streamlined, almost Scandinavian feel, and there are upper cabinets and lower cabinets and just storage tucked everywhere. I'll point out a few things as we start to move around. Number 4, where do you eat? There are a lot of options here. You always can use what the RV resort or the campground provides, which picnics, tables, chairs, and things of that nature. But this bar is where you're gonna find me eating most of the time if I lived here. But there's 2 other places. There is a tabletop in here that pulls out, has an extendable leg, and so if the weather isn't good outside, you can shut all the doors and eat here. There's also an area up top that we're gonna check out real quickly. And you can relax or eat here. This custom booth fills the whole space, so you can put a ton of people up here. The tabletop easily expands, and you can do everything from eat, play a board game, work for the day. The possibilities are endless. Something worth pointing out is all of the natural light. These windows are fantastic and they're perfectly placed. You can also go right up these stairs, and there's an upstairs deck. So you could take your lunch up there if you wanted, your morning cup of coffee, a book, or Sarah and I think the best thing to do up there would be stargaze. And as we're about to walk back down, we grabbed this board to see if it moved, and it does. That whole space is storage and brilliant. Comforters, pillows, blankets, all the things that you need when it gets cold outside. So number 5, where do you sleep? As we walk that way, I have to point out the kitchen. This thing is beautiful and full of Wolf appliances. And here's the pumpkin pie. Comment below what your favorite pie is. Pumpkin isn't my favorite, but that is gonna be
amazing.
Delicious.
What's this? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so this is a wood burning stove. There's way more than 5 things to point out in this. This fifth wheel is an industry disruptor. To have a wood burning stove inside your fifth wheel is unheard of. This thing pumps out some heat, let me tell you. I was here yesterday and the fire was roaring. It was amazing. But this wall, you could do any number of things. And the beautiful thing about this Barclay design is that it is fully customizable. So this works for Robert and Julia, but it doesn't work for you. No big deal. Just tell them what does. I'm so jealous, but in a good way. This is amazing, just like home, having the wall oven, I think it's a convection microwave here at the top. This is just awesome, awesome space. And they do have a dishwasher tucked in here as well. All right, let's get back on track. Up here is where you sleep. This is surprisingly easy to come up these stairs, and there's lots of headroom. If you're sitting, you obviously can't stand. But again, love the windows where they're placed. Think about the view you'll have at night or in the morning when you wake up. Very, very cozy space. Very, very well laid out. And you know, no tour is complete with at least a sneak peek of the bathroom. So check this out. If you've ever been in an RV, you know that having a sink like this is crazy rare. So this is one of my absolute favorite things of the whole rig. But full-size washer and dryer, lots of storage. They have a compost toilet in theirs. That's because they've chosen that, and that allows them to boondock more easily. Certainly don't have to do that, but they love it. And the tile in this shower is magnificent. Every great tour should end like this. Fresh pie and a glass of wine with new friends. Cheers. We'll see you on the next adventure.